Look at that. Whoa. Pilots, the Freewing 80mm Super Scorpion, available at Motion RC. This sport jet comes with everything you could want from one. I mean, check it out. It takes the common 6-cell battery. We got ours up here, almost even with the intake lip. And I think there are other friends of ours flying with it even a little bit further back. I would probably go with my first flights about there. That's really very much like the Mirage was, even with the intake lip. Pretty good that way. I'm flying with the flaps at the, when I land, I try to go for a shallow approach, and I've got the flaps at the high rate called out in the manual, but I also have a lesser deflection I like too. Try not to blank out the stab. I'm going with high rate on the stab, and I got a little up trim. That's how mine's working. Check out the retracts. Just too cool, right? The suspension. I tell you, this plane is really durable too. The learning curve, it's taken it very well, because it's, as some of you may know, that this one has the tendency to bounce if it's not just right. So it's really withstood it very nicely. This thing is fantastic, guys. Let's get this thing up. You ready? Check. Listen to this. All right, let's boogie. Look at that. Taking off in the Freewing 80mm Super Scorpion. Mike, I'm going to give you a slow pass right down the line, but a little bit on the outside. Let you get a bead on it. And check out the slow flight with the flaps on. This is amazing, isn't it? Pour on a little throttle in the turn. You don't want to, I mean, it is a jet, so you don't want to flirt too much. All right, I'm going to go ahead and give it some throttle and come out of the flaps and give you some high-speed passes down the line, okay? This thing is so fun to fly, guys. I know you can hear it in my voice. Try to be a little out for you. Wow! Come out of the gas. Check it out. Sweet. This thing's got plenty of vertical, doesn't it? Let's go for a big loop. I did all my first flights with our 4000 6-cell Admiral 60C pack in here. And today, just now, flying the 4500, which is very similar in dimension and weight to the 5000s, not off by much. And I tell you what, I put the battery in the exact same spot, and I'll show you where that is here in a minute. But super cool. This thing's very stable, and I feel like it's spot on as far as the CG goes. Very little to no down pressure on that inverted pass. Mike, I know I'm giving you a lot of vertical, but if I don't, the turns are very wide sweeping and in the other county.
That's all right. My back broke 2 flights ago.
All right. I'll stay out in front a minute.
Beautiful set blocking epidural.
Again.
Yep.
Stay out in front for just a minute. I will regroup on the west end.
Well, I hope the sound is translating into video because the sound is amazing.
It sure is. Coming down. And the knife edge is very nice as well. Look at that. Giving it a little bit of aileron to keep from rolling around, but otherwise just very stable in the knife edge. Power off. Sweet. Mike, it's time to get in the pattern. Let's slow it down a little bit. Back into that very, very easy character flying of the slow flight here. Drop the gear. Roll in my flaps. And I think she really likes the shallow approach. Keeps from blanking out the stab with the flaps on. Very cool. Very cool. You see it gets along fine in the grass. Freewing Super Scorpion 80mm sport jet, available at Motion RC. Pilots, this thing is a blast. We fly it with our 5000s, our 4500, and our 4000 milliamp 6L pack, and the thing is super fun. Get your Super Scorpion today at Motion RC. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook and Google+. For Captain Mike, this is your pilot Ryan. We will see you next time. Freewing Super Scorpion 80mm sport jet. This thing is sweet. Let's get flaps on. I'm going to slow fly for a minute. Let you get a good look at it. Check it out. Thing sounds amazing too, doesn't it? You know what, while I'm in slow flight, let's go ahead and drop the retracts and check it out. Experimenting with some different size packs here. Going with the 4500 right now. Sweet! That looked pretty good, huh, Mike?
Yes, it did, eh?
Got a good roll rate on it. Got my high rate set per the manual, and generous amounts of expo. Pick up some speed here and go for a big loop. Come out of power. Look at that thing. Sounds amazing. Knife edge is a non-event. Just give it a bunch of rudder and just a little bit of roll coupling there to fight, not a big deal. It actually was a little bit less of that when I was flying the 4000 pack. I have the 4500 6L pack in there right now. By the way, I'm putting them in the same place. So to get a little longer flight time. Oh wow, inverted is amazing. I like the color scheme, it really presents well. Mike, let's stay out in front a minute. Wow. Full flying stab. This Super Scorpion is super duper without a doubt. Now I set my timer to 3 minutes, but I am flying the bigger pack, so I'm gonna play around a little bit. I chopped the throttle right there. Let's go ahead and drop the gear. And I'm gonna spin in my full flap deflection, which is, I think it's 40 millimeters as called out per the manual. And I'm just gonna slow fly here for a second. Look at that. Don't flirt too much in the turn. Pour a little power on in the turn so I don't scrub off too much. You know, you're going to find that you got to really practice your landings on this one. It might bounce on you a little bit the first few times out, but you work on it and you'll be rewarded with a really sweet one. And my suggestion is, if it bounces at all, abort, take off, go around, because it's only going to get worse. Sweet. Steer your feet, jump around a little bit. Oh, wow. Pilots, Freewing 80mm Super Scorpion Sport Jet. This thing is fantastic. You know where to get it, Motion RC. As always, follow us on Facebook, Google+. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel and visit the website for full parts listing and information on this fantastic model. Thanks for watching. See ya.